Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Sugi Yamagawa, and I'm just a guy VTubing my slow life hobbies in my 30s. And yeah, so today we are going to be doing a variety of stuff. Today's game plan. First off, we're going to be seasoning cast iron. Not this cast iron over here. And then we're going to split some firewood. Also, I should probably go ahead and talk about my quality of life conditions for today's stream, and that is I am getting destroyed by campfire smoke. It's gonna be like this for first part when we're doing the cast iron stuff, and then probably for the firewood part I'm gonna be a little bit more over in this area, so I won't have to worry about things then. But in the in-between, I've got a lot of got a lot of stuff to worry about. But yeah, I'm gonna mess with this fire a little bit because wowzers, it's putting off a lot of heat right now. This is a very different setup than my standard setup, so that's gonna lead to a lot of awkwardness. But yeah, so we are gonna be doing seasoning cast iron, but not that one. Well, we're not seasoning this cast iron. That cast iron seasoned. Then afterwards, I'm gonna have my revenge from the wood splitting stream, and we're gonna do some wood splitting. And then, since we're gonna be doing some wood splitting, I figure we'll finish today off with making some pancakes. So, I think today's gonna be a good day. Hopefully, as long as it doesn't get too windy and blow smoke in my face, because where the smoke's going right now, I'm pretty happy with that. I just have to now worry about the heat of the campfire affecting my equipment. Because, yeah, things I have to worry about because I like to do weird things. So, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start with tea. We're going to do things the normal way. Oh, good morning, good guy. Are you doing all right this morning? I hope you're doing all right this morning. Probably not where I want that, but whatever. Let's get some tea going. Actually, secondary glove, because the tea kettle's very warm. The tea kettle is incredibly warm. Yeah, we're gonna go with that for now. I didn't sleep too much last night. You need to... Have I told you you worry too much? Worry too much. Granted, admittedly, what you're worrying about is stuff that is definitely worth worrying about. I have to add some cold water to this because the tea kettle water gets really warm. Like, super warm. Actually, can I park my water there? Yeah! I'm having tea too. Hell yeah! Team tea. Yeah! And I'm probably going to have to wait for this tea to cool down. For a little bit. Okay. So. I know, you're right too. Don't worry about it, buddy. I actually do have... Well, actually, since I have you here now, I actually do have a proposal for you. But I think I'll be fine once I get a car. Yeah. But, good sir, since you are officially the bestie, how do you feel about, if needed, do you want to borrow Corolla-kun for a while? The reason I'm offering this is because, one, I have a work truck. I don't need a car. I don't need the Corolla-kun to get to work. Second off, I don't want you to make a desperate decision today, because desperate decisions are rarely good decisions. So If you just need a vehicle for a little while to get to and from work, by all means, I'll let you borrow the Corolla. But whether or not you actually want to do that or not is up to you. I'll leave that decision to you. Oh, really? Yeah. Because I know that's what you're worried about, is your ability to go to work and make the money that pays for the things. That would help so much. Good. Good. Because I want you to make... If you choose to make a big decision today, I want you to make the most level-headed and good for you decision that you can. So yeah. Actually, I need to... Man, I've put all my firewood in a very hot spot. Very hot spot, and I don't think I need a super hot spot for seasoning cast iron. But we'll bring this over. Let's see. That's a little bit closer to what you guys can see. If the smoke will stop hitting my face. But I definitely want you guys to get a good view, even though there's plenty. Yeah, I don't want to buy a piece of junk. Well, you don't want to buy a piece of junk, or you don't want to get rushed into something that's not right for you. That's the thing I'm probably, like, most concerned about with, like, a big decision like this, is, like, you don't want to, like... You don't want to buy something you're not going to be happy with. So... Cast iron! Like, actually, bump this up? I should bump this up. But I've been shopping around a bit online. Good. Okay, sweet. Got a good view of our cast iron. So, seasoning, cast iron. Why do we do it? We do it for a primary reason. That's because seasoning is basically a layer of fat that you basically kind of sort of burn off the skillet. We'll find something. Oh, yeah. That's good. Positivity. Positivity is always good. But yeah. So seasoning on cast iron. Basically, what it does is it keeps food from sticking to your pan. Reason why we're actually seasoning cast iron this morning is after I made lasagna and my new cast iron pot that was advertised to me as being pre-seasoned. It was pre-seasoned, but it wasn't seasoned super well. So I'm like, okay, I need to season this thing. And we're going to be doing that. But we're going to start off with the skillet, because the skillet's going to be... We're going to be using the skillet to make our pancakes this morning, and also... If I'm seasoning cast iron, I might as well take care of my other pieces of cast iron that I have. So we're going to start off with the frying pan here. And seasoning is actually a really simple thing to do. Not a hard thing. I just have to make sure I have my materials ahead of time, which literally a paper towel and my seasoning oil. For today's seasoning, and generally for a lot. But today, can we look into financing first? Yeah, we can start there. We can start with financing, because making sure you have the ability to make decision when it's decision time is really important. Because fun story time. The day I bought Corolla Kun, I was actually looking at a different Corolla. But when I went to the dealership, gosh, words. I went there and they loaned it out to someone else, and that other person was also looking for a car. And basically the salespeople told that person, hey, there's another person here who wants to buy this exact vehicle, and basically pressured them into buying that. And then I was like, well, I came here to buy that vehicle because I did a lot of research beforehand. And then what is now my Corolla Kun? Well, they rolled it onto the dealer room floor, and I saw pretty colors, and my simple guy brain did simple guy things and go and pointed at it and go, I want that. I'm gonna try this tea. Oh man, that's good. Really good tea. It's actually a great temperature right now. I was also a little concerned that I was gonna get a little cold for today's stream, because it's like 35 degrees here. Yeah, I am nearly literally like sitting squatting over this fire pit, so I am plenty warm. But yeah, seasoning. So step one, just take a little bit of fat, and we're gonna melt this fat. And granted, we're melting this fat because this is coconut oil. Coconut oil is pretty much my. Actually, wait. Yeah, coconut oil is my preferred fat for seasoning. Different people have different preferences for seasoning oil. By all that, my skillet is not level. Fire pit, I did not miss. Grab the wrong glove too. But yeah, today's gonna be a little bit of extra awkward doogie today, just because. But yeah, that's basically what you want to do. Is you want to make sure you get a nice layer of oil around your skillet. I'm gonna kind of do the sides too. That's kind of why I have the paper towel. Hey, want to know my you can tell me later, because this is a public like place thing, because that's actually that's like real personal information, buddy. You can tell me later. I'll be seeing you here shortly, and you can tell me then. Ooh, teeth. Granted, if you're offering to tell me about it, you're proud of it, which is good. That's really good. But yeah, this is literally all you need to do. I'll text it to you. Oh, okay, fun. But yeah, all you gotta do, get yourself a good layer of oil on it, and once you get it to like a good smoke, like what we're seeing here on the cast iron, you're good. Granted, I'm just gonna let this cook for a little while until I no longer have any more like smoke coming off my pan. And then I'm gonna grab another bit of fat, and then I'm gonna do another layer. You really want to be careful doing this. I have bare hands. You can get burnt. So, do exercise safety. That's also why I've got one hand gloved, so that way I can actually like handle the. Okay. Oh no. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Buddy, friendo. You really should have gotten a credit card like a year ago or something and make minor purchases or something on it and pay it off, because yikes. But yeah, when do that oil in. I'm gonna have conversations with a certain good guy later today about the importance of having good credit. Oi. Okay. Oh. We're still getting a little bit of smoking here, so we're gonna continue to let that cook. And I've also upgraded to the kick-ass glove. Wait, what? What? Oh, okay. And I just got a spam text just now. Of course I did. And of course, after I get a legitimate text, I get a spam text. Oh. And once you kind of see you have like a really nice, like shiny patinta on your cast iron, it usually means you got a pretty good season on it. So I go ahead and grab my oil, my coconut oil. Because coconut oil is solid at 35 degrees Fahrenheit. Chunk. This will be our next layer of seasoning. This actually melted really quick. Yes. Grab my. I'm also going to take this off the fire so the cast iron kind of cools a little bit. Woo! Smoke. Not even really the campfire smoke. Well, it is the campfire smoke, not the seasoning smoke. But yeah, to get a pretty good season on the skillet. We will know for sure later today when we make pancakes. Because if the pancakes don't stick to the cast iron, you did a great job. Granted, for this skillet, because the skillet's already fairly seasoned well, I am just wanting to basically get some extra seasoning on it, because hey, I'm here, I'm over the fire, I have my coconut oil, whatever. I'm here, I'm doing the thing, let's touch this up. Technically, I should also touch up the teapot, but I'm using it to make tea right now. Forming a very important purpose for me. Wow. But yeah, I hope everyone else out there is having a good, wonderful day. Just gonna get a nice layer of seasoning on this, because I kind of want to get the sidewalls on this, because once we get the pot out, I actually really need to hit the sidewalls really well with the pot. Because with the pot, I had a lot of burnt cheese stuck to my sidewall that was a pain to clean up after the lasagna stream. So oh yeah. So I'm just gonna honestly let this cook for a little bit longer on the fire pit. Then I can grab my pot and we can actually start seasoning that. I don't know, looking at time and such, we're probably gonna do like 3 layers? Maybe 4? Yeah. That's kind of what you want to aim for with your seasoned cast iron. And that's just gonna sit off to the side, because yeah. Grab my fire poker. And I'm gonna be playing with this fire a little bit, because my hope is if I keep most of my fire happenings over on one side, it'll keep the smoke away from me, which is what I want. I would really prefer it if the smoke stays away from me. Okay. The reason for the season, well, the reason for the stream, is this guy. This guy. Oh, and excuse me, I have to, like, I am crying with the amount of smoke that's getting into my face. I did not think I'd be getting this level of smoke in my face, but unfortunately, due to the, let's call it aerodynamics of where I have my fire pit, I'm just gonna be getting a lot of smoke in my face. Because this is kind of like a nook area. So to this side of the screen, your guys is right. That's my house. My house is over there. Where the side of the screen towards my foot, I have a retaining wall, and then towards the left and top is like open area. So I'm kind of like in the nook right now, and I usually get like a lot of like eddy currents of smoke and such. Usually pretty a normal thing, but wow, my pants are like really warm right now because of the amount of like sheer radiant heat. A little concerned for my mic. And the mic's cool to the touch though. Earlier, when I was first getting ready for a stream, I had like flames like up to here. I was like, oh, no, not the equipment. Why am I VTuber worried about my equipment catching on fire and everything's fine? Hey, it's my nonsense. It's... Why do I have to be like the nonsense guy who does stuff over a campfire? Oh wait, because I want to watch people do stuff over a campfire. I like spending time over it. Oh, hit it with a hat. Now, it's not super warmed up yet. The pot. So as you can see, we're definitely seeing a much slower melt with the coconut oil. Also, I did put up a list of things that we were doing today on the social medias before stream, but I also didn't really update the description on YouTube, and I should have. So we might not get a lot of people in today, but that's fine. Now that the fat is all melted, we want to get a nice layer. And I really want to hit the sides. I really want to hit the sides, because the sides are what matters kind of the most to me. Just because of how bad it was to clean this up after the lasagna stream. Like, it was terrible. It was wretchedly terrible. And I'm pretty sure this paper towel's done. I've always enjoyed the smell of basement every time I come over. Ha! Joke's on you! My garage door is closed. Granted, there was actually a bit of smoke getting in. This morning when I was like first getting like ready and such, and actually getting like the fire going, so... One of the reasons why I'm really happy with how I'm well, not specifically today's setup. Today's a weird setup, but the good thing about how I'm doing setups moving forward now is this fire pit is now 4 feet away from my garage, so I get less campfire smell. Because in some of the early days, my master bedroom would just wretchedly reek of campfire, and it does weird things to you when you're trying to go to bed. And the wind's picked up, and I'm gonna get smoke thrown in my face. But we definitely still have a lot of heating up to go, because the layer of fat I just thrown, well, the layer of oil. You can also use stuff like beef tallow, basically any sort of fat. Generally speaking, though, you want to go with a high smoke point fat. So coconut oil, that's like 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's a pretty high smoke point. For comparison, olive oil would be around 400 degrees Fahrenheit. You can use olive oil. Coconut oil is just a little bit better. Peanut oil is really good. So this thing, my cast iron tea kettle, was a restoration project, and yeah, I have a lot of peanut oil laying around that my family has used to fry turkeys. And I was like, man, I have like all this peanut oil lying around like the homestead, and yeah, I should just use the peanut oil for seasoning this. Well, the thing is, this was used peanut oil that was used to fry a turkey. So my tea kettle, after the first layer, smelled like turkey peanuts. Well, I guess peanut flavored turkey. I don't know. I was like, I really do not like the idea of having tea that tastes like turkey. That just seems way too weird. Turkey tea does not sound good under any circumstance. Wow, this pot's sure I should have preheated this pot a little bit. I can see that it's just starting to smoke a little bit. And the smoking is how you kind of like tell whether or not you're being like successful with your season. Because, oh, yes, another good thing about seasoning cast iron. Even ideally you don't want to do this in your oven. Some people will do it in their oven. It's not the best idea to do it in your oven. Over the fire pit like I'm doing right now, because seasoning cast iron does generate a lot of like natural smoke. You're gonna get a lot of smoke from like the oil, and such. Really don't want to do it inside the house. Alternative that I used actually for this project was I have a propane grill, and I cooked my cast iron in the propane grill because I was actually like doing like both the inside and everything. For this pot, for today's goal with this, I am just doing like the inside, and I want to get at least like the first 3 to 4 inches up the sides. That's all I want to get seasoned on this today. That is it. That's today's game plan for that. Because I just want it to be more well seasoned, so I don't have to deal with any nonsense regarding cleanup. I want to make cleanup a lot easier, because getting this like, you can kind of tell I didn't get it perfect with my cleanliness on this pot, but it was a lot of work to get it this clean. It was way too much. So, I'll eat it. I don't know. As far as I can tell, this fire's putting out tons of heat. But I'm not getting a good smoke off my thing here, but I think I know why. Oh. Oh, nice. Well, kinda, I guess. I don't know. Depends. Canadian geese are incoming. Canadian geese overhead. Cover. I got a little bit of... Yikes. Yeah, I got a little bit of grease pulling on one side, because one side's a little bit higher, so I just want to spread that out a little bit. But I hope everyone else is having a wonderful weekend. My weekend's been pretty good. Oh no, geese! Run! I'm not running. This is my homestead. This is my fire pit. This is my streaming equipment. I am going to defend it down to the last man, which is literally just me. Is literally just me. Peace might take my freedom. They might take so many things away from me. They'll probably take my money. But they will never take away my homesteader spirit and my enjoyment of a campfire. They cannot take that from me. Okay, that was slightly dumb bit, but I've got tea to finish. And with one cup down, let's do another. We're gonna do geese go hiss, yeah. But we're gonna do some Hazo green tea. But yeah, the pot's not smoking as much as I was expecting. But I think it's probably because it has to heat up. Because there's a lot more metal. And it takes longer, so. I wasn't expecting that, but hey, we're here. We're here. We got plenty of time today. I got plenty of time today. I'm not making any... There. need to stop grabbing my teacup with. I need to glove another hand. Gloving other hand. Now I can hold it with 2 hands. There should be sufficiently like nuclear temperature. Yeah, the temperatures can get a little nuclear with that cast iron tea kettle. Okay. I want to grab a piece of firewood. Firewood going here. And get a little bit more heat going. Plus, I also want to just like keep up the coal production. We're gonna need. Woo! Hurry! There we go. But yeah. So, the reason why I hope a lot of people had a much better weekend than me. Well, actually, no. This weekend has actually been fairly lovely, with one exception. I fixed my e-bike yesterday. I finally got... My e-bike's been out of commission for like a month now. And I finally went to the bike shop, had a new tube put on it, had the... So basically what was happening is my back tire was popping a whole bunch of my tubes. And I had a guy at a local bike shop take a look at it, and he looked at it and he was like, tire's a little loose on the rim, but other than that, I don't see anything wrong. So he put a tube in it, got everything aired up, looked great, and it did not pop by the time I got it home. So I was like, cool, I get to throw this on. So, for anyone out there who's considering getting an e-bike in their life, understand that putting the back tire on a hub motor e-bike is a pain. It's a pain. And I want to use inappropriate language, but I do not wish to use inappropriate language, because I think I've already used one piece of inappropriate language so far today, and I don't want to be like regularly doing stuff like that. I want to have bit better standards for myself. Okay. Yeah, okay. So that's melting very quickly. So my pot's actually getting pretty well heated. And I've got a new piece of firewood on there, and that's really gonna put but yeah, I'm just gonna pick up on this rebar. Kinda like get things evened out. Cool, that's all melted. Get in here with my paper towel, and I'm gonna spread it up on these walls. Ooh, it's hot, 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 hot. Woo! You're so family friendly. I try, man. I want to be more, because I mean it's real easy to be like a rage and like clickbaity like type of like streamer, but I want to keep things wholesome. I want to keep things family friendly around here, you know? This channel is all about enjoying slow life hobbies. But yeah, now you guys are actually seeing like good proper oil smoke on this, because we finally got it warm enough to the point where it will smoke like this. Okay, I'm gonna try my green tea now. Oh man, that temperature is lovely. Yep. Oh, I'm cozy. Yeah. Like cozy vibe streamers are like some of my favorite, and you know what? Well, I mean, like with any like maker creator type thing, I want to make stuff I enjoy, not only enjoy making. I just swear a bunch. That's you, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I you've had some very fun moments with your Moimon stream. Your first little Ninetales fight was real funny. But yeah, we're doing really good with our layering here. Two. I am noticing a little bit of pulling here. Oh, I'm gonna dip my cloth in it. I want to spread that oil up on the sides, so because that's kind of today's goal with this. Yep. Oh, I'm gonna be so well. I'm gonna be like smoke tore up today with the amount of smoke and nature just decided to blow my paper towel into the fire pit. But I have plenty more paper towels. I think my people love that the most. Yeah. Woo, flamey. Remember, kids, oils are flammable. Very flammable. Woo. But yeah, I'm having a really toasty time, but it's a fun one though. Today's fun. We'll see if I'm being the same when we start splitting firewood, but I can actually do full swings with my axe because I now don't have a ceiling above me. So today is going to be the revenge match, because that was kind of a thing I didn't take into consideration when I did my first firewood splitting stream. Was I didn't take into consideration my ceiling, and I basically couldn't do full swings, and it was really awkward. So, but today will be a revenge match. Okay. Oh, I still got a little bit of smoke happening. I'm gonna grab another piece of paper towel. Granted, we've had a bit of a sustained wind just like for like the last like couple of minutes, and I'm actually starting to feel cold now. Even though for like the better part of the stream I've been like standing over a fire pit, and it has kept me exceedingly warm. Granted, it was real fun when the flames were like just licking some of my webcam's cable at the get-go. I got a little concerned there because I was like, oh no. Okay. Got a couple pieces here. I'm gonna throw a couple pieces. This is gonna be layer 3. Gonna be layer 3 of seasoning. So I'm just gonna step this around. Get in here with the paper towel. Problem with getting in here with the paper towel: when it's very warm. 2, smoke's going straight into my face because I have my head way above the thing, over the fire pit. So, but this is actually really warmed up, and we should be able to get like the layers of seasoning should go on pretty quickly. Ugh. So we should be able to good progress for a little while. Then we'll get into splitting some firewood, and then we'll make pancakes. And then after pancakes, we'll be end. Today's gonna be chill, enjoying slow life hobbies around the fire pit. That is in plan. Man, my sinuses are doing stuff. Cause yeah, I have a lot of stuff going into. Well, I have a lot of impartially combusted stuff going into my face right now. But yeah, Grant, I will say, I'm probably gonna actually take a picture of. Well, actually, I've already taken the picture, but I'll probably share the picture of today's setup on the social medias after the stream, because yeah, this is definitely one of my more wild setups. Granted, this does confirm that I was really wise in regards to doing my. Historically, I would do a lot of my fire pit cooking in an actual camping chair. I'm actually not sitting on a camping chair. I am actually sitting on. So, the hut I built earlier this week that was supposed to be it's in a traditional campfire cooking stream. It's meant to hold like my setup. My setup's actually on my workbench. So I have my workbench over here, and I'm actually sitting on the campfire cooking cart, what I'm calling it for now. But I do have all my ingredients on the campfire cooking cart. Still got a little bit of smoke coming on. We'll let this cook for a little bit longer, and then I'll throw layer 4 on. After layer 4, we should be pretty good as far as like additional layerings, because this did technically come seasoned from the manufacturer, but the manufacturer only put 1 layer on, and seasoning is like you want to have layers. Because cast iron, as you can see, is like a textured material, so you want to have like layers of seasoning, and it kind of like fills in the gaps and gives you like a smoother, like nicer looking surface. And I might actually have to heat that pot up. So I think once we're done with this seasoning the split, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna move over the tea kettle onto here, so we can get some kind of start warming up some more water for all that fun stuff. But yeah, I definitely need to be I need to be hitting my tea. One reason for that is I donated blood yesterday, so I'm currently missing 10% of my blood supply. So I do seem a little bit on the kind of low energy side today. That's kind of that's the excuse that's today's excuse, which is honestly the best excuse. The being hungover excuse. Decidedly not. I still feel real bad about the ravioli stream, but that's just a painful lesson for this silly VTuber. Okay. I have a lot, so I am noticing I'm getting a lot of concentrated fat around the edges. Which technically is actually a good thing. Having kind of a ring of fat, that means I am putting fat on my sides and it's melting down. That does mean I am hitting my sides with seasoning. So, and that's kind of the thing. Hey, you know, we all. Oh yes. Looks, oh man, that was actually a fun conversation from last stream. Well, last Sunday stream. Last Sunday stream, I talked about Miss Frizzle's philosophy from the Magic School Bus, like get messy and make mistakes. How much I am a supporter of that train of thought. I might have to put a glove on for this wool spreading. Slightly the knuckle there. Well, I'll guarantee this today. I'm not gonna mess up the seasoning on this skillet. And it's also like the fun thing about seasoning. Is it's actually not like a really hard thing to mess up. And we're going into layer 4 now. Layer 4. I'm just gonna wait for my little granular else here. Spread it out. And once we get this done, we'll be able to move on to the next slow life hobby. Firewood splitting. Granted, I'm not sure how that's gonna go. I'm anticipating it will go well. I can do full swings, and also you can kind of tell with the piece I have here. It's not the fact that it's kind of missing a center. These are actually pretty easy to split, so they don't have that center that's holding. I can just around the edges. There is like a layer of spongy wood that's kind of reasonably. I have to avoid that because since the wood is like partially rotten, it's not going to split as well as, say, actual solid wood. Okay. Yep. Today is the day I just get assaulted by campfire smoke. But really, it's going to be the worst for the seasoning part once we... Because I'll actually be a little bit more off to the side here when we get into splitting, and yeah. And then when I'm cooking, then that shouldn't be like too challenging. Ideally. Hopefully. We'll see. Ugh. I do like how today's gonna just be like a cozy. It's real fun to do cozy laid back streams like that. Okay. Considering that fairly well seasoned, I'm gonna throw my little seasoning rag. Embrace the smoke. Oh gosh. Good guy, you are not prepared. Embrace the smoke, it smells nice, dude. Don't understand. Wait until I show up to your house later today. I will reek of smoke. Oh. Well. Done with... That's looking really good. This is looking a lot more well seasoned. Compared to what I had before. Compared to what I was working with before. And then that goes off to the side. It is time to poker go. There's my fire poker. So I'm gonna just bring my tea kettle a little bit off to the side. My body's ready, can't wait, let's go. Oh no. Good sir, you're not prepared for this. I'm just going to be adding some extra water to my tea kettle here. Sorry it's a little bit more off the screen. You guys just have to live with it. And I'm basically gonna get set up for firewood splitting. Okay. Coconut oil put back up. I gotta grab a glove. Well, actually, I gotta grab 2 gloves. Behind me. We'll cover that up. Oh, yeah. Okay. We get to begin the fun, awkward part of splitting some wood. Oh. Actually. But there we go. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do, just go for top right here, and I'll try to get. Okay. So with these, there's 2 layers. You got the spongy layer in here. You don't want to hit that because you're not going to get a split. You really get. So the trick with these is you really have to come out to the edge, and you got to hit that. Keep it too far forward. You step back a little bit. You know what? There's gonna be a piece right there. It doesn't know it yet, but it's going to be. Get back into position. I need to make breakfast. Make breakfast, man. Take care of yourself. Hurt. Still want a little bit more. Stay smoky for me. Okay, I'll stay smoky for you, buddy. Just call that split. We'll call it. But yeah. So, here's like the really rotten stuff here. It'll burn. This doesn't burn with like a lot of heat. Let's keep going. Ooh! Here we go. Wood. Get chopped. Actually. Bam. That's a pretty good piece right there. But I have a lot of big pieces already, so I'm gonna take some here. So I'm gonna take this, and we're gonna split this. There we go. Ooh. Should be able to leave that alone, but I'm gonna take a tea breather. I'm gonna enjoy some tea. And then after this, I'm gonna get the rest of this split, and then we'll do some make tea, and we'll get the other one. Hey, give me my axe back. Woo! And I'm giving way too much feet fan service this stream. And sunk into the spongy wood. Gotta avoid that. Actually, you win the fire. Okay. Woo. I'm gonna pull this a little bit further away because last thing I want to do is I want to like send stuff too close to the fire or my streaming equipment. Okay. Ooh, that was solid. That was real solid. Exciting. Yay. Firewood splitting, brought to you by the power of plaid. Okay. So, we'll get this cut up into... We'll take this one piece, turn it into 2 pieces, and then I'm going to kick a whole bunch of this stuff out, and then I'll introduce you all to victim number 2. Okay? I think this guy's a little too for his britches. You need to calm down to the size. And we're gonna do that. Oh no. Big, but one of the problems with this wood in particularly, if I put my axe down, talk about it, is, so here is this area here. This is my rotten wood. Normally, if I had a piece of wood like this, I would love to split it like this. It's really hard to do it with this because all this rotten spongy wood, it does not split like solid grain does. Yeah. Okay. So I need to make room for the next victim. And I gotta move some tools. I'm storing tools on the next victim. Okay. Here's victim 2. I am going ahead. I want to take a tea break, man. We're just kill. I don't know. This was not like the most logistically planned out stream, so I'm just having fun today. It is literally themed around the title is Just enjoying slow life hobbies. Man, I can't believe we're only like an hour in. So, round tea. Tiny. Thankfully, it's overcast, so I can actually see my screen. It's Earl Grey. You guys can't see it. So, we're gonna be doing some Earl Grey tea. If this open without me having to disintegrate it. There we go. And now I must don gloves. Because the cast iron tea kettle gets very warm. Like, exceedingly warm. There we go. There we go. Yay! A little bit of fire tending here. I'm gonna go ahead and add peace into it. Because there's someone out there, a good guy, wants me to stay smoky. Actually, I'll just we'll just leave that alone for now. Let's leave that alone for now. Decal's gonna go off to the side because, well, not really using it a lot. And then for my tea, I have a different place because this area is about to become overcome with violence. Woo! Okay. I need to set things in places. That's not what I was aiming for, but hey. Okay. Well. Instrument of violence. This one's going to be a bit more of a challenge. Last one was not as tall as this one is. So the split's going to have to go farther. So if this one ends up being a little bit more awkward, I've at least prefaced it and made it clear to you guys that, hey, I fully intend to have difficulty. Well, let's go. Okay. Sorry about that. That was actually one of the results I was expecting might happen, but was a little unsure if it would actually happen or not. So this piece here needs another womp. I'm gonna give this a womp, and then I'm gonna start womping on this guy here. Then we'll have this left. I think that's a good game plan. Hey. So, I've noticed a slight issue with this guy. This guy here has a knot. Like right there. Oh. I'm gonna be taking a few more swings at this, and if this guy wants to give me some trouble, fine. I'll take care of him later. But I am gonna turn him around. So heck yeah, I got food and we're chopping wood. Yes, we're chopping wood. Today is gonna be a good wood chopping day. Because this is the stream. Is seasoning cast iron, chopping wood, and making pancakes, which I'm going to show you my breakfast. Because I know this is going to make you proud, buddy. We're going to be making Kodiak pancakes, which, funny enough, the reason I actually bought this was compared to other brands, there's less sugar in this versus like other pancake mixes. So I was like, I'm already gonna like cover the stuff in like maple syrup. So yeah, we're gonna go with a less sugary Kodiak. I need to check the temperature of my tea. I knew that'd make you happy, buddy. Okay. Diggity dog. I love Kodiak. Dude, you just like bears. We know that's true. Actually, I think I'm gonna do a few... Aww. That's actually off stream. That's actually off camera. I don't want to do that. I think we'll do a chop there. And another chop. Ah, violence. Glorious violence. Okay. Oh, yeah. But they do make good stuff. Oh, that's good to hear. Because I've actually never had Kodiak stuff. Until today. Then today I can say I had their stuff. Oh. Ah, that's it. I hit the sponge wood. Hit the spongy wood. Oh, boy. I gotta move some stuff. Because if I don't, the chunk of firewood straight at the fire pit again. Don't want to do. I really want to avoid that. You know how I said I didn't want to do a thing I just did earlier, and I just proceeded to immediately do that thing? Life of being me. I really want to take that off. That sponge wood off that. I really want to get that off. There we go. Spongewood's just not great. That's super great wood. This stuff? Crap. Crappy wood. Rotten stuff. Okay. They're priced about the rest, but I think they taste pretty great. Not gonna lie, the bear sold it for me. Well, yes. For I am Good Guy Travis. Yes, you are Good Guy Travis. The Good Guy Travis will always support bears. Lover of the bears. Yes, that's who you are. As for me, for some strange reason, I like hanging out over a fire pit. But hey, you know what? Most people's lives are too normal for me to not be weird, so be weird it is. Own the weird. Okay. Ah! Shut up. In case anyone can't tell, I do enjoy splitting. It's a fun pastime. Eh. Hey, wiggles this a bit more into frame. Ugh. I'm gonna start doing some chopping on the far side and hopefully bring things in as I go along. That made a noise. Yeah. Okay. Life on the homestead. Woo. Get tackled from this side. That's where the salt. Oh. Technically, if I'm being smart about this. So I've got real solid. Oh, wait. This is out of frame. Oh, too bad for you guys. And it looks like it's going to take more than one swing. I missed. It's late. Yellow. And so the big piece of wood becomes little pieces of wood. Okay. Oh. Camera frame's a little bit different than what I thought it was. I also notice I am getting a little bit out of breath, so... E-break! Yeah. Granted, this is going so much better than the last one. Mostly because these are the wood's rotten out in the center, so it's real easy to split, but I can also take full swings because I'm outside, so that's a huge improvement. Okay. I think that's enough of a break. Please and thank you. Damn, please and thank you. Ooh, awkward angle. I'll give it a shot. Yeah. Praise the violence. And unnecessary amounts of feet fan service. Yes. Okay. Wait. Stay. Stay. Okay. Violence to you! Man, buddy, you're not looking so hot. Looking a lot smaller compared to how you were earlier. Okay. And let's see if we can't get this not so good stuff off. Absolutely incredible work, team. Absolutely. Upright. Let's go. Dog. I think I'll go for one more on this. Hey. Hey. You. Hey, you guy. One. Stay. Oh. Yeah, show that wood who's the big boss speech. Oh yeah, we're showing wood who's boss. Okay. Okay, so that's victim 2 defeated. Whew. I need to have some tea. I need some tea in me. Also really want to throw some because this is why we split wood, so we can have nice healthy campfires. Whew. Oh, tea's great. Okay. Oh. We're gonna see if we can do 3 victims today. 3 victims. Nikes! You gonna look for a sec? Need to talk to them all? Hey, do what you need to do, man. Take care of yourself. I keep bumping my fire pit. I shouldn't be bumping my fire pit, but I keep bumping my fire pit. So, actually, how I want to start this. I really want to start it from here. Really want to start taking stuff off from this side of the world and then start expanding outward from there. Oh. Mostly because I want to create what's called an edge. What I want to do is when my axe goes to hit the wood, I want to create a spot where the wood wants to go. And you get better splits that way. Typically, if my piece of wood was not hollow like this, I typically try to aim on the sides, especially anywhere where I have a lot of parallel grain, which I do here. It's just, if I were to do things that way, I'll be sending my wood crashing into my fire pit, which I've done a little too much of, and I would like to hold off on that a little bit. So, we're going to start this side. I'm going to back off from the fire pit. Fire pit. Backed off. what I want. There we go. First piece out of victim 3. And now I've got my victim split. So what I'm probably going to try to do is I'm going to try and pull... Man, I should probably just your guys' field of view just a touch, so you can get a little bit more of the action. And see if I can't bring my mic a little bit closer. So what I'm going to try to do is take cuts this way, just so that way when the wood flies off in the opposite direction of my fire pit. Okay. Yay! Actually, what would be best? Perfect. That's much better. Okay. Woo. This one, do down. Like that. So, we got a nice, good solid piece. And then this one with like rot. It's got some good stuff to it, but gonna go off to the side. But yeah, that's probably what it's gonna be the game plan. Keep going around. It'll be good. Yeah. Fight me. Okay. And we'll leave that piece like that. Boy, I didn't think I was going to get this much out of breath doing this, but here I am being surprised by my own antics again. Yeah. Better angle. And I have to live with that. Woo! Okay. Oh. Have a nice triangle piece. Up here, I kind of want to eye that. I want to take that off. So, we're going to start there. And it almost came off. Actually, I have a tool for that. This is another way in which I like to use these wood splitting wedges. With the wedge them in, and then leverage them, separate my wood. Normally works. Usually works. But yeah. Got a pretty good piece. Very minimal amounts of rot. So I'm gonna start taking splits off this side and kind of going in this way. Okay. A lot of these are gonna have to be breaking down a little bit more. Okay. Oh, I think for this piece here, we're gonna do. I'm gonna try and get 3 pieces out of it. See what I can do. Ah. Very good, very good. Now we'll divide this into 2. Too far. We went way too far on that one. Uh-oh. Good split. Doesn't want to. But it will. I'm gonna grab Indianating wedge. And honestly, I'm gonna make my life easy just this one time. Weird. I actually should have split by now. Here it is, making me glad I actually went for the wedge. There we go. We can just kick you off to the side. Everything else. Okay, cool. Oi, oi. So I'm gonna drink some more tea, take a bit of a breather. Enjoy the wonderful morning. Lots of birds chirping. I have an absolute wonderful trail of violence, which, at the conclusion of splitting this piece, yeah, I'll show you the trail of violence. It's lovely. It's real lovely, even though it technically means work for me later. But hey, that's fine. That's fine, because we're actually just taking care of home. Like, we're literally just taking care of like chores today on stream. Which is nice, because it's actually, like, usually sometimes, like, I end up generating work for myself when I stream. But today, I'm getting things done. Nice. It's nice to do something different. I'm gonna... Let's see. View's not going to be so great for you because I'm going to be like way over here, but you can kind of see the action that's going to be happening. Okay. A little bit more of a rock, and since some of these pieces are going to be like really broad, I'm going to want to cut them in half. But they should cut in half just as easily. And if only you guys had a better view of that one. Ah, missed. There we go. Okay. Nope. Nope. Have to go full force swing on that. Okay. Say right about there. And I'm just feeling a little extra enthusiastic, so this piece here is going to get split in half. Oh. Bit of a quick talk. So, reason why I like to leave some pieces of wood larger, some pieces of wood smaller. It's all about surface area. Surface area is what determines how quickly the wood will dry. So, I like to have a nice mix of pieces. I like to have some big pieces. It's nice to be able to have some larger pieces of wood that I can throw on the fire pit and they just burn for a really nice long time. Other times, it's nice to have a few smaller pieces to quickly get a fire going. So, I like to have a little bit of variety with my firewood sizing, so I try to keep that in mind as I'm splitting. So, just also in your own endeavors, yeah, just a thing to keep in mind. You really want to... Smaller pieces will dry out quicker, whereas larger pieces will burn longer. So, kind of got to, like, figure out what's going to work for you. Oh, I get this one in. Ah. 4 pieces. Whatever. Honestly, some of these small pieces, I'm just gonna throw in there. Because the thing is, with like the rotten pieces, they don't really burn super hot or super well, even if you season them. So. Keep going. We're almost there. Ooh. Thinking about it. And I finally thought about it. I'm going to try and do here is I have this piece and my growth rings come out. I also have pretty even ones. They're pretty great. So if I hit along the grain, it's going to want to split a lot easier than if I were to do it in a different direction. So I'm going to try and take peelings out and then break stuff down as I go. So we're getting there. Really getting there. I mean, honestly, that piece is fine as a... Okay. That's what I want. I'm gonna turn it. For this, I want to break this big slab down into about 3 pieces. Ah, I lost my support. Not my support. One of the issues that happens when your pieces get smaller, you lose like less of a log to like support them. It does make it a little bit more challenging. Okay. Get a little too unnecessary violent. Ooh. One moment. So I oohed at that. So I actually split it from the right way, because by going in at the top, you get a lot of straight grain, and then I hit that knot. If I was trying to hit it from this side, this piece would have fought me a lot more. Cool, so I'll probably leave this part just like that, and then I'll just try and get 2 more splits, and we'll be done. Super satisfying. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that knot. Look at that knot. That is monstrous. Absolutely monstrous. Need to split that. And split onto the pile. Okay. And this piece, honestly, I think this piece is big. A little bit, looks like a little bit of a big britcher. Cut this in half. And with that, that concludes today's Sunday morning firewood splitting. Oh, so seasoned wood, the fire pit, nice and happy, and yeah. So, as some of you may or may not have been noticing, I've been drinking a lot of tea today. And I have to use the little homesteader's room, so I'm going to go ahead and throw the BRB screen. I'm going to use the little homesteader's room, and we'll start making some pancakes. Yay, pancakes! Okay, I'm back. And we can actually start to like settle in. I can actually be a little bit more closer to my mic. So sorry about if I sounded like I was a little bit too far away back during the violence round of today's stream. Before we actually get into like the actual like cooking, I do wish to show you the trail of violence. So, if you bring your attention over, you will see the trail of violence. This is the violence we have wrought today. And then we're gonna come back to the place where we're actually gonna be doing some action. Okay. And as an old man, I can now actually sit down and enjoy a little bit of old man sit down time. And finish off my tea. Real important thing. Real important. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this tea off. We'll get the next cup going and we'll actually start cooking. But yeah, it felt really good to have the revenge match against the firewood splitting. Still a little bit embarrassed over how badly last round went, but the stream where it was just firewood splitting. Wow. He's nearly finished. It is now. And I'm gonna also these Tazo packs, they're paper. I can burn those. I like it when I can burn stuff. When I'm doing these streams, because then I can just like get rid of my waste by just burning it. It's real nice, especially with like onion peels, any like off stuff from like vegetables. I'll like throw in the fire pit. Okay. Oh, come on, buddy. You can get more tea. You can get more water out of it. Hello. A little bit challenging. Okay. This is more than challenging. The amount of wood smoke I have to deal with. So, I suppose now I should probably go ahead and start doing a little bit of cookering. Actually, wait, I had a thought. Okay, I need to make good on my thought. We're gonna leave that there. The other one's over there. I can be able to grab that. So, I gotta do a little bit of manipulating here before we really get going, because I actually do want to do a little bit of setup for this. So, piece of setup number one, getting this piece of firewood in there. There we go. And then I have to free my grate from my fire poker. Is the next stage. Granted, this is like those puzzles that... Why do I gotta make this puzzle for myself? It's nice when you can hook it, manipulate it, but unfortunately I seem to have committed myself to the atrocity of having to deal with an unnet. Yep. Yeah, I did it. I solved the puzzle. Okay. Behind me. Look, the next one. Because we're going to be rocking two of these bad boys. There's a reason why we're rocking two of these bad boys. One gonna be a cooking. One's gonna be a cooking surface. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. I know I'm crazy. I know I'm crazy. I'm a little bit. What's the polite word? Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Hey, Fire Pit, stop agreeing with me. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have one for my skillet, and then the other one is gonna be for my. And the reason why I'm gonna have my cast iron pot on here is I'm gonna make a couple pancakes, and as I make the pancakes, I'm gonna set them in the pot, and by heating up the pot off on the side like this, I'll be able to keep my pancakes warm. So that's the game plan. So so I'm gonna read my instructions. Up. So for flapjacks, pretty simple instructions. Really simple instructions. I should be able to follow these instructions. If I can open this. Because I don't have my knife on me. Unfortunately, yeah. Okay, there we go. I got the plastic open. And then my small piece of plastic I gotta tuck into my pocket so I don't plastic litter in my yard. So I've got a mixing bowl. And I need to put 1 cup of mix into here. But yeah, sorry I can't like super show like the cooking portion of today's stream, but well, the prep area. I don't have a prep area for today. But the cooking portion of this stream is the small portion of it. Well, it's not solely themed around cooking. Okay. Oh. Wow, I tore that very poorly. Okay. That's my mix right there. Boy. So I need to measure out some water. Specifically 3/4 of a cup for flapjacks. I think I want to be a little bit thin on my water amount, just because I'm actually gonna drop an egg in this. Because I still have eggs left over from the ravioli stream, and I'm pretty sure these are still good eggs. And I don't really use eggs for a whole lot of stuff. Not a super egg guy. Okay, one. So I've got my mix here. I'm just gonna whisk it up. Granted, though, this actually doesn't seem like a whole lot of pancake batter. In my eyes. Granted, I can like destroy so many pancakes. Especially after like all that like firewood splitting. I am ready to be a pancake queen. Also, I think this is a little runny. I may have been a little over on the water. So, because kind of see here, very liquidy. So I'm gonna add some more pancake mix. want to thicken it up a little. Because I think my egg may have unbalanced it a bit. Which is fine, because I was thinking, I could use a little bit more pancake for today. Ooh, yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. That's definitely closer to the consistency I'm used to. Yeah. Oh, that's why I didn't grab. Back, buddy. To do a bit of car shopping. Yeah. Do what you need to do, buddy. Because right now, we're making pancakes. We're in the cooking portion of today's stream. Also, if you want to see the trail of destruction, let me know. Because I have made a trail of destruction. I have made a trail of destruction. And tea. Green tea at that. So, I think I got a pretty good blackjack mix. So, I'm going... Ooh. Find my tea, find my... Hell yeah, pancakes kick ass, yeah. Well, I was trying to think of, like, so... In the original vision for today's stream, one thing I was deeply concerned about figuring out what to do was the kind of stuff I was going to do. Because originally I was just going to do... My original game plan was season cast iron and do a little bit of revenge firewood splitting while I'm at it. And I was like, no, I need to do one more thing for today. One more additional, like, fun thing to do on the channel. And I was like, I should make pancakes. Because that's like the ultimate, that's like the best thing to do. Is like, lumberjacking, pancakes. Yeah. Lumberjacking, pancakes, and flannel. But yeah, I've got a real nice trail of destruction. Well, here, you know what? I'm going to showcase the trail of destruction one more time. But yeah, that's the trail of destruction. Yeah. All the split firewood. And now we're going to get back to our regularly scheduled campfire cooking. A lot of smoke. I don't appreciate the amount of smoke it's making. Oh. Before we start making pancakes. Nice malt. Drop a little bit of our good friend coconut oil on it. Because you always want to have a nice oiled pan. Now that we're actually cooking, probably grab my good gloves. Really good gloves. I actually ruined on it. I ruined this pair a little bit. It's a little crunchy. The thumb on the left-hand mitten doesn't move so well. There we go. And I'm just gonna let that heat up a little bit more. Drizzle that butter. That's actually not butter. That's coconut oil. Just a little bit of coconut oil. Ooh, sizzling. Okay, cool. So, my heat level right now is pretty high. I want to tone that down. So, I'm going to try and kind of manipulate my firewood a little bit further away from my skillet. And That's tipping around. Oh, don't worry about it, buddy. Okay, first flapjack. Yeah, that's an make for a good flapjack. Here's a little coconut oil. And where's my spatula? I need my spatula. Spatula! Oh man, that's actually a real nice sized one. Yeah! If I can get 2 more like this, then we'll be really cooking here. And I should probably switch gloves, because I'm going to want to use my spatula with my left hand, because I'm a left hand. I am one of those people. I am one of the lefties. Yeah. I gotta say, I'm like pretty genuinely happy with like how today has went. I'm really glad the firewood splitting part actually turned out pretty well. Like it wasn't like anything like terrible. Well, no injuries. That's always a good thing. There was one time where I was actually splitting firewood, and I held my axe and I shoved it down into a split. And when I shoved it down into a split gave, and the tip of my thumbnail just bashed into like the wood. And yeah, it hurt. It bled a little bit, it hurt, but it thankfully wasn't anything terrible. They're off. I think my heat level's a little high. Typically I'm a little bit on the cool side, but be very careful. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna let the other side cook for just a hair bit longer. And by a hair bit longer, I'm actually gonna be watching the time. Okay. I think we're at a good spot to flip. If I can see my flip. If I can see what I'm doing, man. There we go. Ugh. A little dark on one side, but that's fine. That's fine. Like that's that's a reasonable amount of dark. And I think it's just because I have a lot more heat over there. Wah! But yeah, the standing over the, well, sitting over the fire pit part where I am like, if I'm keeping my eyes closed, it's because I'm actually crying because of the amount of smoke I'm getting into my eyes. It sucks. The things I do for content. But this was like really fun. A little bit different. A little bit awkward different, but overall, I'm pretty happy with it. And reveal. And a little lightly cooked on one side, but that's fine. Always underestimating how heavy the cast iron is. Okay. Then I'm gonna throw a lid on that, and that's gonna help keep the pancakes warm while I cook the rest. A little bit of that. There's a little bit more coconut oil in there. And we can start working on flapjack number 2. A nice, like, even coat. much smoke inhalation. And I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna do 3. 3 is the magic number for me. 3 is the magic number of pancakes for today. And I hope I have this pot far enough off to the side. Which actually I can. Oh yeah, oh yeah. The exterior is reasonably cold, so. But yeah, we'll see how even the heat is on this one. I'm pretty sure it'll be pretty even, but we'll see what we get. As much as I would love to yap a bit more. Every time I open up my mouth, I just get assaulted with smoke. Damn it, fire! Why do you? Why you gotta be so smoky, man? Appreciate it if you were less smoky. It'll help me have my yap session a little bit better. Man, today, I hope the rest of the day goes as well as this morning has so far. Like, this morning has been like quite a successful morning. And hopefully, keep this momentum up. Yeah, I'm actually hungry right now. I'm really hungry right now. But while I'm letting this pancake cook, I'm gonna check. Yep. I need to open my diabetes bottle. Because I literally bought ingredients like this morning. Because the supermarket is always like least busy at like 8 a.m. But yeah, I've now got access to my diabetes syrup. Also, something I noticed with these Kodiaks is they don't bubble through as much as like other like pancake mixes I've worked with. Fun. I'm gonna check it. Okay. And so far so good. Because I mean, honestly, if I can keep like getting results like this, I'm gonna be a happy camper. Like just a little bit on the like burnt side, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Now, if only I can actually, like, stop breathing smoke consistently, and then I can actually, like, then I'll be doing, like, dandy. And I'll be doing downright dandy. Then I'm also gonna just keep checking I'm gonna just keep checking this thing, because I don't want it to get too warm. Because if it gets too warm, then that's not good. But what I want to do is I'm using this off to the side. I'm gonna warm up a little bit, and it's gonna help keep all my pancakes nice and warm while I cook them. So yeah, this is a good day. It is a good day to be alive. It is a good day for slow life hobbies. Probably shouldn't be putting my foot on my tea kettle. I do like that tea kettle. I actually got that. That was actually a thing I got from my grandpa's shop when he passed away. Okay. I'm gonna. Sweet. The hard thing about. Yeah, that's done. So that's what the other side looks like. One day's not so much. Yeah, Sundays are a good day. Mondays can be alright. They can be alright. They're not always alright, but they can be. They have the potential to do so. Let me get just a little extra coconut oil. Because so far so good. I haven't had any issues with any of my pancakes sticking. So I think that seasoning we did earlier in the stream, that really helped with that. So, see if we can't get our very last pancake. Unfortunately, I failed to grab a spatula, but what I think I might have to do is... Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to use my fingers. Get as much of that pancake mix out as I can. But yeah, 3 pancakes. The smoke's rough. Granted, I get to now lick pancake batter off my fingers. I gotta say, the pancake batter tastes good. Damn. Well, this setup was really good for... It worked out for what I wanted to do, in the sense. I wanted to spend time around the campfire, and I wanted to do a side thing. But I think moving forward in the future, rather than sitting on my campfire cooking part thing I have, I'm actually just gonna have to have my camping chair here, because then I'm sitting a bit lower to the ground, and it doesn't, and I'm not as up over. You could say it tastes very good. Damn it. I use that pun on you, man. Holy smokes. I literally just saw a raptor? Or a raptor or an owl of some sort fly across the yard. That was cool. That was real cool. But yeah, this flapjack mix is going to be really good. And I'm going to also extra be watching my final flapjack, because so far, 2 out of 3, we're doing good. I really want to stick my landing here. Really got to stick that landing for the finale. But yeah. But yeah, there's definitely some serious... I mean, considering the fact that this was basically an untested, arrangement of stuff, I'm actually really happy that really the only, real big down bad side is the fact that I'm just, heaving incredible amounts of smoke. Okay. Yep. That's a little on the toasty side, but that's fine. And then I'm going to kind of move it a little bit further off because this is basically where I have all my heat. Kind of want to move it off that. But yeah, we're going to let this cook for probably a minute or so. I might also pick up the cast iron and kind of move it a little bit further off the fire, because really, once you get one side cooked, you just need to cook the other side for just a little bit longer. Well, Not as long as the other side, when you're doing pancakes like this. Granted, I do think it's funny that there's like a nicer ring on it, because the inner part is the first pour of the pancake batter mix, and then the outer part that is actually when I was like fingering the rest out, because I did not grab a spatula. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So I'm gonna just take my skillet here, and I'm just gonna lightly scrape all my crumbs off, and I'm also just gonna let it kind of like toast in the fire. That's actually really so one thing, you can clean your cast iron with water. It's just a good smart way to do it is after you clean it, after you like put some water, and you can use modern dish soaps. The reason why you can't historically why you couldn't use soap on cleaning cast iron is because old soaps would have lye, and lye was a little bit too hard on the seasoning layers, so you don't want to use soap from 100 years ago. But modern dish soaps, you can actually kind of just do like a very light clean. But if you do that, a good thing to do would be to immediately, once you do that, take your cast iron skillet and put it over the fire, put it back on the burner, and let it heat up to boil off the remaining water. That way it's basically perfectly dry when you go to store it. So. Whew. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna go ahead and plate this up. Smoke. I am going to plate up my flapjacks. Oh, what we got here? What we got here? Okay. Well, that's good timing. My iPhone is basically about sick and tired of my nonsense. Which, judging by the amount of... Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, get the flapjacks real nice and warm. Real nice and warm. I'm gonna pour some diabetes salute onto these. And show you guys the finished result. Wow, that's it's probably because it's so cold outside. Here you go, chat. Pancakes over the fire. And with this, I could hold, but the radiant heat is enough to burn my hands. So I am going on a glove of safety. And glove of safety donned. Here you guys go. Kind of see it a little bit. But with all this, I'm going to go ahead and end stream. Because I now have pancakes to dig into. So, thank you everyone very much for tuning in. I hope you all continue to enjoy your own slow life hobbies. And this is Sugi. Well, oh, wait, one more thing. Have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you all in the next one. Okay. Bye-bye.